All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Just testing my microphone. Trust you had a stress free day. Welcome to our webinar again. So, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you just drop a message in the chat box to confirm if you can hear me? All right, great, great, great. So, my name is Timmy Topper. Welcome to Learn to Trade Workshop. It's a first workshop, a webinar training. So with me on this training is my co-moderator, Mrs. Cynthia. Mrs. Cynthia is Director of Operation for No Limit Market. So I'm just, okay, some people are joining right now. So I want you guys to do something for me real quick. I need to know from where you are joining because we had a lot of people that showed interest from around the world. So I just want to know from where you are joining. So just drop a chat in the chat box. Tell me from where you are joining. If you are joining from Nigeria, from South Africa, from wherever place you are joining from your location, please drop a message in the text box. Let me know from where you are joining, guys. Before we get Lagos, Nigeria, okay. Babatunde, Nigeria, Lagos, Steven, Lagos. All right, all right. Let's keep it coming, please. Before we get started. Oh, from Benin State. Great, 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 great. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. So let's proceed. I know we are expecting a lot of people actually, but people will keep joining us and we'll keep going from there. So there's so much that I'll be learning today, so much that will be unveiled, so much that will be taught. Okay, I gather from Port Harcourt. Greetings from Lagos. I'm currently in Lagos. So in preparation for tonight's webinar, I just want us to switch off every of our devices or probably set to do not disturb, eliminate distraction as much as possible because you can't afford to miss what will be dropped on this call. It's a webinar, but at the same time, you cannot afford to miss the gems and the strategies, the things that will be dropped on this call. Don't post your phone number or email address, very important. We have different people from different walks of life, and your data needs to be secure. So please don't post your phone number, don't post your email address also. Also, be interactive, ask questions, comment wherever you think of okay, or you feel like these things are not being clear or you need more explanation, please do well to ask your questions. And lastly, I think we are having a lot of people joining us. Please drop where you are coming, where you are speaking from on the chat box. Let us know from where you are streaming. All right, all right. So let's proceed. So learn to trade. Who is this course for? So this course is for professionals, people that have no time to trade, people that are career people, people that have, let's say, 9 to 5 job, people that have things that they are working on, people that have a busy life mostly, that they don't have enough time to trade. Yes, they understand the fact that trading, it can be, or trading requires time, or trading is one way to consolidate your wealth. That's the word. But they don't have time to dedicate to trading itself. For frustrated traders that are not making profit, you have so many traders out there just losing money on a daily basis or on a monthly basis. So this course is for you. People that have lost trust in the industry, people who say forex is a lie, forex is scam, and stuff like that. Meanwhile, one of the surest places to consolidate your wealth is in forex market. I can really tell you that. And people that are looking for a profitable and sustainable strategy. You know, for a strategy to be profitable, it has to be sustainable because test it has to test time for a long. It has to be consistent one. It has to be able to endure every market cycle. I cannot, for example, now you cannot say strategy is successful if it has not gone through a stressful period of time. So it must have weathered different market conditions. All right, let's continue. So at the end of this course, we'll be issuing out a certificate of participation. That is if you wait till at least 70% duration of this call. So that certificate of participation is more of, okay, you participate in this call and would most likely qualify you for probably some future benefits. And I can assure you there are a lot of future benefits attached to just getting this certificate. All right. So who will guide us throughout this course, I feel like I am of this opinion that for you to guide someone to do something, you must actually have done that thing successfully, not just once, not just twice, not just but countless times, on countless occasions. So the person that will be guiding us today is someone that is so has over 10 to 15 years, almost 2 decades in the industry, someone versatile, a very serial entrepreneur, a forex trader, the founder of Personal Wealth Academy No Limit Market, goes by the name Mr. Adeposi Okupe. So he'll be the one taking us on this course. I know him. I've been to some of his workshops. I've attended his webinars, and I can really tell you that it's always something I look forward to. So just join me as we get on the ship again this night and just hear from Mr. Adeposi Okupe as he shares his secret and insight into the market. Who is Mr. Adeposi Okupe and why you should listen to him? Hello, Mr. Adeposi. So Mr. Adeposi is a West Crusader, has 10 years of trading experience. He's a serial entrepreneur, like I said, and he is a personal finance and business expert. This one I know through his workshops, and he has trained over 50,000 people. So I present to you Mr. Adeposi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Timmy, for that awesome introduction. Everybody's myself. I feel like where's the person that wants to teach us? All right, so please mute your microphone so we can quickly go ahead. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I can see 18 people on the call. I know many of you are probably on the road just trying to get back home and trying to settle in. So please uh, give us your full attention. All right, attention is free, but you just have to pay it basically. So can you please switch off your video so that um your fine face will not be distracting us. Okay, awesome. So I can see people from different cities in Nigeria. Yeah, we're expecting a lot more people, but we can't wait. Okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, so basically there are three things that you need, right? If you want to accelerate wealth, you want to build wealth, and one is the right plan. You need a plan. Okay, many of us don't have a plan, or we have a plan for poverty. So that's another conversation. Number two is you need a reliable platform. We're going to be talking about that. Many of you actually are profitable, but you are doing it on the wrong platform. Okay, or you can be profitable, but you're doing it on the wrong platform. And number three is your psychology. Wealth starts in the mind. So this is one thing I want everybody to get on this call, and help me type it in the chat. No one is smarter than me. I want everybody to type that in the chat box. No one is smarter than me. They can be more experienced, they can have more money, they can whatever, but no one is smarter than me. Write it there. Write it there. Yeah, I can see Richard, Cynthia. No one is smarter than me. All right. I can manage your money for you better than you can. And it's something that we've been brainwashed to think that I have to hand over my money to somebody else. I have to, pay this particular person to help me grow wealth. What you need to buy is wisdom. You need to learn how to grow, manage, and multiply money. All right. So just put that at the back of your mind. No one is smarter than you. Okay. So what are we up against? The basic problem that you have, it's not like you're not hardworking, is that there are institutions who are very greedy, the big boys, and they are not out to joke. They are going to take your money morning, afternoon, night, and the next day. All right. So they will keep your money, they will charge you outrageous fees, and then the government will now come and tax you. And God bless you if you're living in Nigeria like we are. Inflation, I just I transferred some money to somebody today, and the amount of money would have used to buy $1,000 worth of crypto. The only thing it could give me was about $300 USDT. The amount of naira that this time last year would have given me $1,000 worth of crypto is only giving me $300. All right, so naira depreciation is there, and you just realize that most times you are not going forward, you're actually going backward, no matter how hard you work. Can you relate with that? Okay, so after this training, I can promise you, it's a guarantee. If you listen to what you are going to learn today, you will stop blowing accounts. In fact, you will never blow an account again if you practice what I teach you for free tonight. You will learn how to hedge trade like the institutions. Okay, we know we have institutional trading and we have retail trading. Many of us are familiar with retail concepts, but the problem is that you are fighting with the big boys. Retail is always against institutions, and institutions always take the game. They take your money every single time. So I want to teach you how to trade like the institutions and be on the winning side. Are you not tired of losing? All right. I will show you how to turn losing trades into profits. Okay. So you can actually make money even if you take a losing trade, even if the trade is in negative. How can you turn that around and actually make profits? It's something the institutions know how to do perfectly. How to trade profitably in 10 to 15 minutes a day. I don't have time, and that's really what I've been trying to crack. All right. Everybody can trade Forex, but hey, what if you don't have time to trade? Is there anybody in that situation? Let me know. Type me. You are busy, your job doesn't allow you to trade, but you understand that there is opportunity in Forex. This market, I can make money, I can build wealth, but time is a constraint. I can't focus. Is there anybody like that in the room? Type me. Okay, Linus says me. Now, how can you trade your way to freedom in 3 to 5 years? I'm not talking about how to hammer in 6 months. That's not what we are here for. This is serious business. I'm not showing you how to blow. I want to show you how to build wealth and trade your own money from where you are right now, and in the next 3 to 5 years, you have solved your money problem once and for all. Earlier this year, I took a 5-month break from work. 5 months. I did not do anything, any business, and I was living off, income that I have created for myself through things like trading, investment, and all that. But wealth is really having the option to do what you want to do without having to ask for permission from anybody. This is a 3 to 5 year journey if you are serious about it. Okay. All right. So let's go on. This is what you're going to become after the seminar: a smart money manager, a confident trader. You'll be able to provide for your family. This is my dream for you, and it's my promise. Let's look at some of the testimonials that we've had from people trading what I'm about to show you. Okay. This guy says on our YouTube channel, your strategy is working perfectly. It happens to be a type of strategy I've been looking for years. It works in bull and bear markets. It's a superior strategy. What I want is something I can be doing while I'm living my normal life. All right. I don't have to bend my lifestyle because I want to trade, and I can still build wealth over time. So most of the people you're seeing here, they're making 10 to 15% per month every 30 days on their own money. 10% per month. Okay, you may not believe that, but that's why we're on the call. So I'm going to show you. Now, this is the golden question. Are you trading or gambling? If you're honest with yourself, most people are actually gambling. By the time you press buy, how certain are you of the direction that the trade is going? Are you guessing, or are you actually trading with a plan? If you really come to think of it, most of us are actually gambling with our money, and that's why you're losing. So what I'm going to show you tonight is, again, I will show you how to trade. It's simple. It's a simple strategy. That's why you can do it in 10 minutes a day, max 10 minutes a day. But we are going to leverage compound interest. It's the eighth wonder of the world. And Albert Einstein says, he who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it. And why should you listen to me? These are two of my accounts. These are personal, real accounts. All right. This one, for the last 398 days, that's a little over a year and 1 month, something like that. I've made 363% on this account. I'm going to show you live. So I'm making 12% per month on this personal account. This is actually my main freedom account. Okay, with family funds and everything. Now, the other account too is a more risky account. All right, so I'm more conservative on this one. So you can actually bend this anyhow you want. I have people doing, a lady that did 100% per month. She has more time. But what I'm showing you here is me with my busy schedule. I'm not a full-time trader. I trade my money, and I'm still outperforming majority of full-time Forex traders. All right, so that's what you are going to learn today. So expect jam-packed value. If you don't have a pen and notepad as at now, I don't know what you're doing. Get something to write with, take notes, and if you have questions, put them in the chat. This webinar will run for the next 40 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. So right about 8 p.m., we should be done. Okay, so get a notebook and a pen. And for those of you who are serious, I'm going to offer you an opportunity, a one-time offer, one time to get into my mentorship program at the end of the webinar. All right, just for those who are serious, not for everybody, but for those who are serious. Okay, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing, and that's what we want to get rid of tonight. So I'm going to ask Tokpe to post the Discord group, the link for the Discord and the Telegram. For those of us who did not join, maybe you didn't get my emails, go and join the Discord. You're going to get free training there. You will see my personal, my trading journal there. I log my trades, and I tell you, and we trade together in that Discord. So you can ask questions and all that. And then my Telegram channel, where you can follow what we are doing. So I'm going to ask Tokwe or Cynthia to please post those links. And please, you will do well, or just take a screenshot of this screen right now before I move to the next slide. Just take a screenshot on your phone. Okay, you have it in the chat box. So now let's get started. One of the most important things is timing. All right, if you want to trade in 10 minutes a day, you need to trade on a higher time frame. You have no business on 15 minutes, even 30 minutes. All right, I trade on the 4 hour, and that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. How many 4-hour candles do you have in a day? You have 6 4-hour candles. So only 6 candles in an entire 24 hours. Only 6 candles. That means you only need to check your phone 6 times if you are trading on the 4-hour and you know what you're doing. So for some of you, this is already clicking how you can do this in 10 minutes a day. So what I do is that I set my alarm every 4 hours. So I have the alarm 9 a.m. I have it at 1 p.m. I have it at 5 p.m. I have it at 9 p.m. and I have it at 1 a.m. and then 5 a.m. like that. So the alarm rings. Once the alarm rings, bang, 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 I pick up my phone, open my MetaTrader 4. I know exactly what I'm looking for. In 5 to 10 seconds, I know if my entry has shown up, and I know if I should buy. I know if I should exit my trade, or if I should just leave the phone and check back in another 4 hours. How cool is that? So set your alarm, 4-hour chart. And then you will keep a journal. This one, I know most of you will not do it, and that's why you will not be successful. You need to journal your trades. When you make a trade, write it down. Why did you make that trade? This is the setup I saw. And then you log, very important, how do I feel now while I'm taking this trade, while I'm making this decision? Am I greedy? Am I feeling fearful? All right. Is it fear of loss? Is it FOMO? Am I chasing the price? Am I scared? All right. Journal your emotions. That's how you learn, because you will go back and then you will see, all right, the time I took this trade that blew my account is because I was greedy. That's how you actually learn, by having a journal. So you will get a book and you will log the details. I entered on this date. I bought this lot size, and some of you is just the lot sizes. You wanted to hammer on one trade. So those are just trade management and risk management things that we can look at. Okay, so now let's go ahead. I'm going to show you about 3 concepts that we use for this trading. Okay, in the next 30 minutes. Just 3 concepts. The first one is called hedge trading, and this is how the institutions trade. All right, with hedge trading, you're going to have no more losing trades, no stop loss. You don't need a stop loss if you know how to hedge trade. Okay, increased profits. Many of you are chasing 20 pips when you could be making 100 pips. You want to quickly make your money and run. All right, but you can actually make 200 pips, 300 pips. All right, my average trade size is about 200 to 300 pips. Sometimes I get as high as 500 pips in one single trade. So you will ride the full length of the trend, because what we are doing is we are looking for where the institutions are going and we are just following them. We are not trying to bend the market. We're just trying to identify this is where they are going. Now they are going up. We join them. And we have other conditions to know, all right, now they want to reverse the market, and we exit. And then we join them to come down again. That's all. All right. So this is predictable and it is dependable. And then it also builds confidence. Okay. The next concept is called dollar cost averaging. So let me give you guys an example of hedge trading. Okay. I'll give you an example. Let me share my screen. All right. So this is this is a trading view. So I just want to give you an example of a trade. So let's assume that I see a condition here and say, oh, I think it's, or let me come here. I said I think it's going to go up, right? I put up a buy. I put up a buy here. Okay. And while it's going up, maybe I went to eat and I came back and then the market has turned down. So for most of you, what you would do is that you put a stop loss here, and then as the market has reversed, you actually come out in a loss. You lose that trade. All right. But I'm saying we don't use a stop loss. So how do you trade without using a stop loss? If you have identified your risk as this, so let's say this risk is about 10 pips. Let's say this is 10 pips. Okay. And this actually, yeah, let's say this is 10 pips. What if you just put an opposite trade at this point? An equal trade, but is opposite. So this is what I mean. So let me cancel the stop. Instead of using the stop loss, I put when it gets to this level, so I put like a limit order. It's called a sell stop. So I put a sell stop there. And if trade comes to this place, instead of closing my trade in a loss, I'm actually going to close it. I'm actually going to open an opposite trade. So what's going to happen? My account will be in equilibrium. It will not be in profit. It will not be in loss. It will just be in a little bit of drawdown. So what you would have called as a loss, maybe I would have lost $50 if this trade was stopped out. What will happen is that you will now have a drawdown of $50, but you have not lost the money because the market only goes down and up. So if there was a condition where you could hold this your trade that is losing, that is negative, until the market comes back, why are you not taking that option? Why do you want to lose money by force by force? So here's what this is what hedge trading is. When a thing comes down to your risk level, that okay, I don't want to have more than $50 drawdown, or $5 drawdown, or 50 pip drawdown, then you enter an opposite trade, but it has to be the same lot size. If you use 0.1 lot size here, this must be 0.1 lot size. Otherwise, it will not be in equilibrium. It has to be the equal lot size in buy and sell. So even if the market jumps down to the bottomless pit, your drawdown will be the same. So the plan is that we want to ride the trend downwards. And when our conditions for the trend reversing have been hit, like maybe somewhere here, I'm just giving an instance, you can actually take this your sell in profit. You close the sell in profit at the bottom, and you now enter another buy trade to go up. Can you see that? So you have made money going down. Now that we are going back up, you enter a buy. So you now have two buys. This one is still negative, but this one starts going into positive. At the point where price gets back to this line right here, you can actually decide to close this one at break even and close this one in profit. So what happens is that you made 3 trades and you close the overall sequence. That's what we call a sequence, number of trades. You close it overall in profit, but there was no loss in that sequence. Does that make sense, guys? I think somebody's head should be popping now that what have I been doing? That's what we call hedge trading. The challenge is that you cannot hedge trade on all platforms. There are only specific platforms that you can hedge. Okay, there are only specific platforms that will allow you to hedge. So you need to be on the right platform. Let me check the. Okay, yeah, Richard says it makes a lot of sense. Lionel says absolutely. How do you guys feel about it's just a concept, all right? I'm just showing you that this is possible, and this is actually how we've been trading. Okay, so I'm going to log in with my phone, and then I will show you my account. All right. So I can show you my MetaTrader 4. So now let's talk about dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging. What is dollar cost averaging? It's an average strat is a strategy for managing price risk. Instead of purchasing at a single price point, with dollar cost averaging, you are going to buy in smaller chunks. So let's say you want to buy $10,000 worth of a particular asset. Instead of buying everything at once, what you would do is that you will say, all right, instead of buying 10,000 at once, let me buy 1,000 every 30 days for the next 10 months. So that no matter how the price swings, I will come out with an average entry. It's a game of the institutions. And if you understand dollar cost averaging, that's what I actually showed you on um, on the chart. So let me show you again. What I showed you right here is dollar cost averaging, meaning I entered a buy up here. So let's say I entered a buy here. It went against me. Okay. It went against me. But once the trade goes against me, I convert it in my head to a dollar cost averaging trade, meaning I will leave that trade there and I'll continue. I'll just ignore it as if it's not there for now. So we are down, right? All right, let me be making money on the way down. When we are going up, I'll buy again. So this your first buy becomes a dollar cost averaging trade. This your second buy is a dollar cost averaging trade, and you can keep buying like that because we know that we are eventually going to come back upwards. So that's dollar cost average. I'm going to give you a very clear example, but I just wanted you to see how that works. Okay, so let me go back to the slide. So check this out. So this is a very good example. Let's assume that you were trying to buy gold here. So we trade gold primarily. I try to buy gold here, and this is like every 6 months. I want to buy gold every 6 months. I want to buy gold. Okay, so in January you bought here. The price went up. You were happy. In February you bought again. The price crashed. I said February. In June, which is 6 months later, the price crashed. So that means this your trade 1 and trade 2 are in a loss. But you know that what goes down must come up, and what goes up must come down. 6 months later, you buy again. 6 months later, you buy again. All these trades are negative. But from this 5th time you buy every 6 months, it starts inching upwards. So in this 6th time here, your trade 3, 4, and 5 are getting to break even. By this time, the 7th time you are buying, your 3, 4, and 5 are already in profit. Are you seeing what I'm saying? 3, 4, 5, 6 are in profit. Comes down, this one comes with a little bit of drawdown. By the time you are buying this 9th time, all these trades here, 7 trades or 6 trades are in profit. By the time you are buying this time, trade 1, trade 2, all the way to trade 9 are in profit. And you can see how the trend is going. When the trend now goes up above your sequence, all these trades, you can now close all of them in a profit. That's what dollar cost averaging is. So even if the trend goes against you, you can say, all right, no problem. I'm going to come back to this trade. But for you to be able to do that, you must be using a lot size that allows you, okay, not to blow your account. So if you are trading this strategy, you're going to start with a lot size of 0.01. Okay, 0.01. And that's what all my students start with. I don't care how much money you have in your account. By the way, we trade with a real account because I don't do demo. I want you to start learning discipline. But you're not going to be making a lot of money. You are going to trade with the smallest possible account, which is a cent account. So if you did not follow the pre-seminar instructions, you don't understand what a cent account is, all right, or how to get one on the right platform. That's what I gave you guys for free. And you can only get it through my account, through the link I sent you. If you go to FBS directly, all right, you won't even see the sent account. It's only available through partners like myself. So go back to the emails that I sent to you, or I can ask Cynthia Otope to post the pre-seminar instructions link in the chat so you can save it. Just open it down so you can have access to that account. So this is what dollar cost. Is this still making sense? I want to know if it's making sense to you guys. I've shown you how hedge trading works, and I've shown you how dollar cost averaging works. And you can start to see that this is a strategy for patient people. All right, patient people. You're not trying to hammer in 30 days, but eventually you are going to outperform even the biggest institutions, because there is no institution that is doing 300% in 12 months, not on this planet. Okay, and that's why I said no one is smarter than you. All right, now I want to explain dollar cost averaging and institutional trading again with the example of ShopRite. So most of us know ShopRite. When ShopRite comes to a new location, and maybe they spend 50 million naira to set up the store, and they spend another 50 million naira to stock it with goods. So they spend 100 million naira. All right. Because most of you are like, how will I leave one trade in negative? Okay. I wish I could get this thing showing. Yeah. So you know that the first trade you did that was in negative, that you have to wait. Sometimes you wait for 6 months. I have some trades that are 12 months. I've not closed them. 10 months old trades. I've not closed them. All right. So what's the mindset there? When ShopRite spends 100 million to open a store, and then in month 1 they make sales of 2 million naira or 3 or 5 million naira, I want you guys to answer, have they made profit? Yes or no? They spend 100 million to set up the store, and then in month 1 they make sales. People bought rice, chicken, milk for 5 million. Have they made profit? Richard said no. Linus said, but 5 million, is it not profit? Is it not profit? Okay, so they've made revenue. Okay, they made revenue, but overall they're not in profit. But that's how business is, because they need to still take that 5 million or most of it and go and restock the shop, because if the shop is not stocked, nobody is coming to buy. I'm just explaining to you what drawdown means. Drawdown. When you say that your account is in drawdown, that's actually what it means. So you need to be comfortable with having drawdown, because for any business to run, it has to have an operating cost. And if you're treating your trading as a business, your drawdown is your operating cost. Because ShopRite knows that at the end of the year, when they do their books, they are going to see the amount of profit that they made. But month in, month out, there will always be a drawdown. So if you want to trade like the institutions, you have to be comfortable with having a drawdown every single time on your account. You have to be really comfortable with having a drawdown. All right. So let's go on. I talked about the right platform. One of the reasons why I mandate, if you're going to work with me, and I've been around the block for at least 18 years. 18 years. I started trading in 2005. So if I'm sticking with a broker, I have good reason. And I'm not saying that this is the only good broker. Okay, but many of you, your broker is screwing you up in your face and you don't even know it. If you're going to build wealth, something for 5 years, and you want to build your wealth on a platform, it has to be a platform that is trustworthy. So FBS is used by over 28 million traders globally. 14 years in the industry. They are FSCA approved, which means they are regulated by the Financial Services Conduct Authority. So if anything happens to your account, because we have management access, I have management access to FBS as a partner, it only takes me one WhatsApp message. A WhatsApp message, and then whatever went wrong with your account can be reversed. If you find that something happened, oh, there was a liquidity spike, there was, a flash crash, and it only happened on your FBS broker on your own platform, but it didn't happen on other brokers, something like that, they will reverse your account in less than 24 hours. And I've seen it not once, not twice, because sometimes things happen. All right. So I'm just telling you about the platform so that you can trade without worrying about whether the broker is cheating you and trading against you. All right. Now, the other thing is your swap fees. FBS has very low swap fees and low spreads. Swap fees are the fees they charge you when you hold a trade overnight. Meaning, and I've told you I have trades that are 6 months old, 10 months old, and there is no single trade, no single how do I share this phone screen? There is no single swap fee on that. Okay, I'm going to do something now. There is no single swap fee on any of my trades. No swaps, no tax, no commissions, no charges. The only way FBS makes money is by the spreads, which I'm okay with. Okay, because I'm a businessman. So they just posted the links again. Go and join the Discord. You will get all these things there, how to open your FBS account, so remove your swap fees and ensure that it is removed, how to download and set up MT4, how to set up the moving averages the way we use them, which I'm going to show you now, and how to set up statistics. When I'm telling you that I'm making 30%, 12% per month, I'm not looking at my MT4 to know that. I have statistics that shows you my entire account. All right. So I can see at a glance, I made 12% this month and I'm consistent on that track record. I don't need to bother about, oh, my account is in red, there's drawdown. Just follow the system. Okay. So I've shown you hedge trading. I've shown you dollar cost averaging. Number 3 is candlesticks and moving averages. These are all the things, concepts we put together for the strategy I'm teaching you. I'm already teaching you the strategy. Dollar cost averaging is a concept. Hedge trading, then candlesticks and moving averages. When we combine these together, we are able to get an 80% success rate on entries and exits. 80%, and I'm not joking. 80. If you go and check my statistics, you see the number of wins versus number of that's not even the number of wins and losses. When I say that 80% success rate, meaning 20% of the time when I say it's going up, it actually goes down. That's what I mean. But it doesn't mean that becomes a losing trade. It just means that becomes a dollar cost averaging trade. But 80% means when you say it's going up, 80% of the time is going up. All right. So if you are new to trading, you're probably new to candlesticks and all that. You need to just do a Google search. Or for those of you that will be joining us, we actually have a free beginner course that we will give you. You will learn about candlesticks and all those things. I can't go into that now. This is more like an advanced course for people struggling. But one thing I want to highlight is the doji. This is the one candlestick that we use for trading. The other candlesticks, we don't use them for trading. We just use them to interpret what price is doing. But for this one, the doji is one of our miracle candlesticks. And here's the rule. So you can write it down. When we see a doji at the top of the trend, we consider that the trend has ended. So doji at the top, end of trend. If I'm in a buy trade and I see a doji, I'm going to exit that buy trade only if it is in profit. If if I see a doji and my buy trade is negative, is dollar cost averaging, I'll leave it until it comes to profit. I'm okay leaving it for 5 years. I don't care. If I see a doji at the bottom of the trend, I do nothing. I'm only concerned about the doji when I see the trend going up. So that's very simple. I hope you guys are getting it. When I'm in a buy trade and I see doji, I take my profit. But if my trade is negative, I don't close it. I do not close trades in a loss. Okay? So let me tell you about the moving averages, which is the 4th concept. These are the bankers moving averages. I'm only concerned with the 34 moving average, and this is simple moving average, 50 simple moving average, 100 simple moving average, and 200 simple moving average. These are the 4 moving averages that we use to interpret price. And you will see that price usually hugs these averages. I'm going to show you now on the chart. All right. It's as if you are wearing a magic spectacles when you put the moving averages, and that's what you were seeing on my chart here. Okay. So you can see this is the 34, the yellow. This is the 50, the purple. This is the 100, the blue, and this is the 200. All right. So sometimes you will see price will come, it will hit the 50 moving average, it will come back, it will pause. Can you see pausing on the blue? It will come back to the red. The red is a no trade zone. If I'm coming to the red, I'm in profit, I close my trade. No, I don't want to enter a trade. I don't want to be in a trade when I'm close to the 200 moving average. So you can see price most likely will reverse if it touches the 200. That's the red one, the 200 moving average. Most likely price will like to reverse. All right. So price usually respects. And if price is moving, I can bet you it is not your money and my money that is moving the price. All right. It's actually the institutions that are moving the price. So we're just following them. When we see that 200 moving average, these guys are going to move the market backwards, I exit my trade. That's how we're able to make bank with this strategy. All right. Now, the game changer is the 8 exponential moving average, and I'll run through it very quickly. So there are 5 moving averages in total. All these things I explained in the pre-seminar training. I'm only going to show you how to use it here. But if you want to set this up, join the Discord and go and watch that training. So the 8 exponential moving average is our entry and exit trigger. It's our primary way of entering the market and exiting the market. Okay, so let me give you an example. When the second candle opens above the 8 exponential moving average, like I'm showing you here, so there's a crossover, we're under, we cross above the 8 exponential moving average. The first candle that opens is here. The second one that opens above, that is our buy entry. We enter the trade. And we write, now we have other conditions for how to exit the trade. I'm only explaining how to enter. This, if you enter a trade and you cannot show me that the second candle open, that means you are gambling. All right. So it's a dual signal. If I'm in a short trade that is coming down from here, coming down like that, and I see this signal, I will close my sell trade in profit and I will enter a buy because I know that the trend has finished. The downtrend has finished. I will close my sell in profit. I will enter a buy and follow the banks to wherever they want to go. All right. So that's what the opening above means. Now, what if it opens below? So let's say we're in a buy trade, and how do I exit my buy trade? When the second candle opens below the 8 exponential moving average, that is when we exit our buy trade, not before. All right. So a trade is going this way, and you see a crossover, a first candle. You can see this green candle is the first candle that opened below, and then the red is the second candle. I exit my buy trade, and what do? I enter a short trade. Very simple, very straightforward, very objective. So those are the 2 rules, entry and exit. And then we layer on the doji rule. If I see a doji at the top, I exit as well. If I see a doji at the bottom, I do not do anything. All right. So let's take an example. And I want you to follow this example because it's going to put together everything I've taught you on. I've taught you guys the strategy, at least the basic part. So let me take an example of a sequence now. So we were somewhere here. And you saw, so I'm not sure if you can see the 8 exponential moving average, this red one that's hogging the price. So price was under this moving average. it crossed over the moving average. You can see this green bubble crossed to the top. Now the red one that opened next, that's the first candle that opened above the 8 EMA. The second one is the second candle that opened above the 8 EMA. So that's a buy signal. So I buy. But I told you that this is only 80% accurate. That means 20% of the time, it may not work out. So the trend may go the opposite way. Now, what do we do when our buy signal fails? Do you close the trade in a loss or do you put a stop loss? No. What we do is that we hedge. So when the second candle opens below, that's when I know that the trend has changed. So we are not going up now, we are going down. So this was a fake move. No problem. I leave the buy trade. It will be in negative. All right. If this buy trade was in positive, when this thing happened, I will close it in profit. But because it's negative, I will leave it. It becomes a dollar cost averaging trade. I enter a sell and then I ride the trend. But by the time I have this buy and this sell, they are the same lot size. So my account is in equilibrium. Are you guys getting it? My account is in what? Equilibrium. So what's going to happen next is that I follow that trend all the way down. Up to when? Up to when? I follow it up till the second candle now opens above the 8 EMA. That's when I'm sure that the down move is exhausted. So I have a buy here, it's negative now, but I have a sell hedge. I'm following it down. At this point, when the second candle opens above, I will close my sell hedge in profit. That's free money. That's not my real trade. It's just my hedge trade. So I made money going down. And how many trades? How much is this? 251 pips. This is a 4-hour chart we're talking about here. 251 pips in a hedge trade. It's not even my real trade. Now the trend has reversed. I close this trade and I enter a second buy trade. That's the dollar cost averaging concept. That I have one buy here, I have another buy, so that I can get an average entry because I'm expecting that we are now going up. Are you seeing that? Now, what happens next? So we now have two buy trades. I've closed the sell trade. I've made 251 pips profit. I have one in negative. I have one in two buys in positive. Okay. Now, the next slide. I thought the thing was going up, but again, the trend went negative. Second candle opened below. What do? I open a hedge trade. I don't close my trades in a loss. So this one now is negative. This one is now in negative. And I open a sell trade. And this sell hedge must be the same lot size as this buy 1 plus buy 2. It must have equal buy and sell. That's what makes your account to be in equilibrium. So I'm going to have two buy trades, which are DCA trades, and I will have one sell hedge trade, which is equal to these two buy trades. So if I have 0.1 lot size, 0.1 lot size for this one buy, I will open a sell hedge of 0.2 so that it can counter all the buys. And then my account will be equilibrium. I can sleep. So I follow this sell hedge also down until the second candle opens above. Are you seeing that? When the second candle opens above, I close my sell hedge in profit. So all this while I'm waiting for the trend to go back up, I'm making money. I close it in profit. It's just 10 pips, no problem. It's not a loss. If it was a loss, I won't close it. I'll close it in profit and enter a third buy. So I now have buy 1, buy 2, buy 3. I hope it's clear. Let me know if it's clear. Type clear if you guys are following. Because this is a sequence now. You are trading like a bank, no retail. Okay, I've made 261 pips in total. So let's play on. Guess what? I saw a doji. This is positive, and I saw what? A doji. What do you do when you see a doji in an uptrend? you close it. You close your trade in profit. Overall, we're in a downtrend, but for this buy trade that I opened here, we're in an uptrend. Can you see it? This one is in positive. If I see a doji, most likely we want to go the other way. I will close this my buy 3 in profit, and then I wait for what the banks want to do next. Whether they want to go up or they want to go back, I will follow them again. So let's see what happened in this example. After seeing this doji and closing my buy 3 in profit, can you see that the trend actually reversed again? I don't care what the trend wants to do, and I am not forcing the trend to do anything. I'm only following what it's doing. When I saw that we are going down again, I've closed this my third buy. I still have buy 1 and buy 2 in negative, in drawdown. But I enter what? Another hedge trade to balance this buy 1 and buy 2. So I follow it down again. All right. And at this point somewhere here, we now have another crossover, which is now our third hedge, sell hedge I'm closing. Okay. But by the time this one opened here, the second candle, so this green candle was the crossover, this green was the first, this green was the second candle that opened above. My sell hedge was already negative by the time this one opened. Can you see it? I opened the sell hedge here, and this last green candle opened above the sell. So that means my sell is minus. At that point, I can make a tactical decision. I've made 281 pips profit. I can dash them this $37 and close the sell in break even or in a loss, in a $37 loss, which is small compared to my profit. Are you seeing that kind of tactical decision? Or I can leave it because we are going to come back here and I'll close it. So regardless, I'm going to make money. So I close. Imagine I close the sell or I leave it open. Doesn't matter. I enter a buy because we are now going up. Okay. So these are 4 DCA buy trades. The trend comes under it again and comes above like a whipsaw, a fake move. When I see a crossover, that's when I start counting. If I see a crossover above the moving average, that's when I start counting. So I will count 1. This second green candle is 2. All right. I will enter another buy trade. So I now have 5 buy trades, and I'm waiting for what the banks want to do. But I'm banking money as we're going along. So let's see what price did after that. Price went all the way up. Now, I'm only concerned about making money. I followed the trend until I saw what? A doji. When I saw this doji, and this is an actual trade that we took. This was last year, June. So, but it's a good example. That's why I'm using it. I followed the trend. When I saw this doji, I closed this trade in profit. I closed trade buy 4 in profit, buy 2 in profit, buy 1, the first trade that started this sequence, also in profit. At the end of the day, how many trades pips did I make in this sequence? 1,247 pips. If you are making $1 per pip, that's $1,247. If you are making 10 cents per pip, that is $124. Whatever it is, I've come out in profit. This my sell hedge. If you had closed it, no problem. Remove $37, you're at $1,217. Are you seeing it now? And if you left it open, then you are just in a drawdown, all right, of this amount. But this is, you can see this doji, likely the trend will come back down, and then you close it in profit. Very, very. Do you guys get the idea here? Who has gotten value so far? I made sure I went step by step, so that you guys can follow. And that's why I said you should have set up your accounts so that you can actually understand when I'm talking about moving average and all those things. Who has gotten value so far? Type value. Someone says incredible. Richard says I got value. Babatunde says nice one. Guys, when I discovered this strategy, trust me, all my forex worries ended, because I can focus on my business and I can trade. You don't need more than 10 minutes a day. What are you looking for? You open your phone in 5 seconds. You can know as the second candle opened above. If it has not opened above, you close your phone, go back. Whether you are working in a bank, whether you are working in a market, whether you are working on a construction site, you can trade this strategy and you will make serious money. All right. So these are some of the testimonials I've gotten with this strategy. So somebody that joined this webinar, he hadn't even joined my mentorship. He said, I joined your class last Thursday and I decided to go back to the higher time frame and I've been making massive profits. And I asked him, what are you even trading? He said UJ and EU. So he's not even trading gold. I like to trade gold because gold has massive trends, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to trade intraday. I'm not day trading. I'm not scalping. I'm looking for 500 pips in one direction, and gold does that. That's what gold does. So if you are trying to learn this strategy, learn with gold, and then when you learn it and master it, you can do whatever you want. All right. So don't worry, I'm going to answer your questions. We're about to wrap up the session. Okay. We'll wrap up the session. Okay, if I let me take the questions now, then I'll show you the last thing. How can you take this strategy and become financially free in the next 3 to 5 years? I'm saying, when I say financially free, I'm saying you have like $500,000, as in like money is not a problem. If for you, maybe it's $100,000, no problem. But you have sufficient money to do whatever you want, to make any life decision that you want. Who wants that kind of money? And this is money you create. It's not hammer money. You built it day by day, 10, 15 minutes per day. Okay, so let me look at some of the questions. Let me see some of the questions. Okay, is there a question from Chidi? I don't see Chidi's question. Maybe you can type it again. I can't see Chidi's question. Musa says, explain it again. I'm sorry, I can't go back. This is actually paid content I'm giving you guys for free. So value, but I need to be clear on the choice of lot size increase. Perfect. Now, how do you handle lot size? If you are trading this strategy, if you are learning, number one, you will open a cent account. Okay. Let me see if I can show my phone now. So you will open a cent account. On a cent account, using a lot size of 0.01, 1 pip is equal to 1 cent. So there's no amount of mistake you want to do that can blow the account if you are using 0.01. Are you seeing it? All right. There's no amount of mistake. So what you do is you fund your account. Fund your account with money so that you can take it serious. All right. Fund your account with money. And then when you start realizing profit, it doesn't matter if the profit is 10 cents, 20 cents, it doesn't matter. When you see that you are consistently profitable and you have mastered the strategy, then what you now do next is that you increase the lot size. Go from 0.01 to 0.02. That's what you do next. And so you're going to be increasing your lot size up until the point that your emotions tell you that this is my bus stop. I can't tell you what lot size to use. Everybody, even if you fund your account with $1,000, start with 0.01. And you increase it because we all have different thresholds. I can't tell you to use 1% of your account. I think that doesn't make sense if you are trading institutional concepts like I'm teaching you. If you are doing a retail concept where you use a stop loss, I understand that. But if you are trading this concept that I'm showing you here, why would you use 1%? My risk tolerance, sometimes my account goes up to 70% drawdown. That's because I know what I am doing. Remember I told you risk is only for those that don't understand. If you understand this thing is in your hands, there's the risk is mitigated, because I know exactly how to take my drawdown. When it's time to collect my profit, I can go from 70% drawdown to 30% drawdown and bank that 50% as my profit. I know how to do it. I know how to focus on growing the account balance. I know when to focus on reducing drawdown. It's my business. And it's very simple and there is no stress. So you start with 0.01. Even if you're using $100, yes, look, as I told you, a cent account, if you are doing this with a standard account, it will not work. So just take my advice, take that link and open a cent account with FBS so you can get rid of the swap fees. If you are doing this on other brokers where you have swap fees, the swap fee will blow your account, because you can't hold a trade and do dollar cost averaging when they are charging you overnight every day. You can't do this trade dollar cost averaging when they are some brokers don't even allow you to hedge the way I'm showing you on one particular pair, to buy up and buy down the same. They won't allow you. All right. So go ahead and open that open a center account. Join the Discord, so we'll sort you guys out. Join the Discord. Let me see which other question we have here. So let Chidi repost his question. I think I've answered all the questions here. Let me go back to, I've gotten my phone now. So technology can never be smarter than human beings. Can never be smarter than human beings. So you guys can see my phone now. All right. So this is what I've been trying to show you guys. Most of you, this is where you are focusing on. And I'm sure some of you saw this right now. You're like, somebody's head wants to explode. What is this? What am I seeing? $229,000 negative. You are losing. But wait, what am I seeing with these blue trades here? 1,556. What's going on? 1,203. What's going on? Why are you not closing the buy trades? Why are you in negative? Why are you losing money? Calm down. All right. The reason most of you are losing money is because you are focusing on this place instead of this place. That's why you are losing money. If you know how to read a chart and you know how to follow the institutions, your focus is on what I'm teaching you. Your focus is not on this screen. It doesn't matter whether it's in red, because if you see this now, you start having high blood pressure. This is not where you look at. This is where you look at. When you see the entry conditions, so right now I'm buying. When you see the exit conditions, if we go up and we second candle opens below and these trades are in profit, guess what? I will close them in profit. All right. So you can see this is a real account. I just want to show you guys. Can you see? It's a real account. 7690. All right. It's a real account. This is the same account I showed you when I was showing you my statistics. So I wanted to show you guys the hedge. Let me show you an account I use for training. I think it's this one. Yeah. So this is the account I wanted to show you guys. I just use it for trading, for training. You can see this buy. When did I open it? I opened it 25th of April. Let me be sure you guys can you guys see my screen? Yeah, I believe you can see my screen. I opened it 25th of April 2024. Can you see? No swap fee, no taxes, no charges, no stop loss, no take profit. This is the hedge. The same day I opened it, 25th of April. Let me go back to the main account. and I'll show you some trades that have been there since 19 Gogoro. Can you see this trade? What is this? 9th of October 2023. No swap fees, no taxes, no charge, no stop loss, no take profit. Can you see a profit I've made today? Let me show you the month. Can you see the profit I've made this month? In the last 30 days. Can you see it? This is a real account. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see me? Can you see me taking profit? When you take one massive profit, can you see it? Sometimes I offload some of the sales, like the one I showed you in the example. I've been holding this trade since December now. You know what? It's too low. I don't want to wait for this. I've made a lot of profit. Let me close that one and offload some drawdown. That's what you see this red. It's my decision. I just close it. So this is what I'm trying to show you guys how to do. By the way, this is a cent account, all right? Cent account. So just calm down. Cent account means this is 200. This profit you are seeing here is $593, 59,330 cents. It's $593. All right. So the balance here in this account is $3,014. All right. So let's go back. Showed you guys what I wanted to show you on my phone. Let me now show you those who want to be financially free, and that's the last thing. I said we will end by 8, so I'll just show you guys in another 5 minutes. Okay. By the way, those of you who want to, I have an offer for you guys, the ones who are serious about learning this. There's this site. Everybody go and write it down. Thecalculatorsite.com. Thecalculatorsite.com. So that you can know that you have a future and you are not just gambling. Thecalculatorsite.com. Let me show you guys something. So let's go there together. Thecalculatorsite.com. All right, so this is it. Now, let's assume you start with $1,000. Look, I'm very serious. Don't come to me with demo. If you don't have money to trade, you can't trade. You can't be successful. You need to have some money, save money, buy, work. Okay, work. When you have money saved, then you can start trading. If you're trying to trade $20, look, you won't even take it serious. You will over leverage yourself. So that's why this is targeted to people that actually have capital. You have money saved. Maybe you're looking for where to go and buy Bitcoin or buy something that you don't understand. Learn this one and grow your money yourself. So let me show you something. If you put your money in the bank will give you 4% a year. All right. If you do that for 5 years, you will have your 1,000 will become 1,221. Inflation in Nigeria is 33%. 33%. And you are making 22% in 5 years. Can you see when I say you are going backwards? What if you learn this strategy and you learn how to make 10% per month? What will happen in 1 year? Your $1,000 becomes $3,000 in 12 months. How much are you making per month? 10%. Some of you here are making 50%. You are over leveraging your account, and then the next month you blow everything. But with 10% per month, in 8 months, you have doubled your account. You see, investment doubled after 8 months. This is the breakdown here. In month 8, you have crossed $2,000. By 12th month, you are at $3,000. Let me open my account and show you where I am. How much is in this account? Because I showed you on my phone. Can you see it? $3,000. This is $3,014. All right. This is my statistics. You can see this, my trading curve from, this is from August, right? And you can see how it's going up. This is when I'm taking some massive profits here that ties to my balance. So can you see this curve? Imagine what is going to be in the next 5 years. How many days is this? We are now in 400 days. I'm making 11.9%, oops, per what? Per month. And I've made 363% in total in 400 days. This is a live account. This is the link. All right. You will see it in the Discord, so it's not a fluke. So let's go back here. So you can see that right about I'm in the 13th month or 14th month, and I'm right about $3,000 tracking this calculation. What will happen in 5 years? 5 years time, I'm making this money. If I don't withdraw from it, it will be $3,044, $304,481. It is just mathematics, and this is 10%. If I put more time into this, which I don't really care about because this is okay for me with I have other businesses I'm doing, right? But some of you can do 15%. Some of you that have more time than I do, maybe you just have one job. You're not running 4 businesses like I'm doing. Some of you can do 20% per month, but I'm just calculating with 10%. Can you see this? This is 15% if you're doing 15%. So let's leave it at 10%. If you want to go crazy with this, just decide to start saving $50 per month. Force yourself to grow, to save, do something for your future. This is your account. It's not MMM. It's not investment. You are the one in charge, and the broker is regulated. Your money cannot miss. In 5 years' time, you have $456,000. What if you decide to take, look at the breakdown here for your 5 years. First year, 4,000, second year, 14, third year, 45, fourth year, 145. What if in the 5th year, you decide to take $100,000 out of it? Nobody can blame you. Take $100,000, sort yourself out, and then you continue trading. You can even take 200,000. You, as at your month 3, you can decide to remove your $1,000 balance deposit. Remove 5,000 safe. Do you understand what I'm saying? I get very animated when I'm talking about this money. So you guys go and play with that calculator and start dreaming. All right, so let's end the Zoom. I know many of you right now feel like they put a hose of water in front of you, and it's like so much information. And yes, that was what I promised. That's what I promised. So I want to, where do you go from here? You want to master this concept and do something that is worth learning. Get good at something that is worth getting good at. Master how to hedge trade like the institutions in 10 to 15 minutes a day. If you're, how much would you pay to even master this thing? How much? When you know that I can grow my account 10% per month, you can do this on the side and be doing your normal trading. I don't care. What I want to teach you is how to solve the money problem and be financially free. Mathematically. Stop blowing your accounts. Hedge trade and grow 10% every month. So I'm going to offer some of you that are serious. I want to take it to the next level. This is a one-time offer I'm giving you guys. One time. You will not see it outside of this webinar. Okay? All the strategy videos, in depth, Everything I explained today, moving average, how to hedge trade, how to read a chart, how to trade without a stop loss, how to trade without a take profit, how to make 200 pips per trade, how to use the 8 EMA and make profit every day, trading 10 minutes a day or few minutes a week. If you pay 500,000 for this, won't it not be worth it? I'm not asking you to pay 500,000. I'm only telling you that it's worth more than that. I know I've paid millions to learn things that did not profit me as much as this. All right. On top of that, I'm going to give you guys access to my inner circle mentorship. That is a one-time offer I'm giving you guys. I'm combining many things. I want to remove every excuse you can have not to invest in your future tonight. You will join my inner circle. When you join the Discord, that's ground level. I have an inner circle in the Discord where it's private. And that's where we trade together on a daily basis, this particular strategy. You have the guidance from me, weekly Q&A calls, motivation, technical support, anything relating to your account will be sorted. I'm going to teach you there's an advanced concept that I did not mention here, how to use retail sentiment. So we are trading like the institutions, and we look at the retail traders. We look at what they are doing, but what we are doing is the opposite. So many of you just need to know where the herd is going, and you know where the banks will go. It's just extra confirmation. So what are retail indicators, sentiment indicators? I'll show you how to get that. It's just an extra way to refine your entries. You'll learn all that in the course. You will learn how to use COT data, commitment of traders data. This is how institutions, they are legally obligated to post every week all their positions. This week we bought gold, we increased our gold position, we sold this amount of gold from our portfolio. Every single thing they do is publicly published. So we use this data to confirm our bias and to know, institutions are now selling. And then we combine that with our chart to give us more probability for the trades. This is game changer. COT data is game changer. All right. So refining entries and exits, retail sentiment, COT data. I will show you Bill Williams fractals, how to pyramid into your trades, how to add more trades. If you keep going up, how can I add more trades? How can I scale down? We'll talk about institutional order flow theories, smart concepts. This is valued at another 296. It's just the value. I'm not asking you to pay that. I'm just telling you what it's worth. The total value is 991,000. But I'm giving you guys a 90% discount. For lifetime access, you will have the videos for lifetime. You can always refer to them. For the first 100 people, and obviously we've been selling some of this, so we are way below 100 now. I think we're about 60 something. So this is wrapping up really fast. Once this goes up, I can't take too many people. I don't want crowd. All right, I don't want crowd. Now, I want to give you guys an extra discount, so you don't have to pay 100K if you are taking action right away. Okay, right away. All right, I will allow you guys pay 50,000 naira if you are taking action within the next 72 hours. Today is 19th. Before 22nd, by 22nd, that's Sunday midnight. Sorry that the slides are a bit mashed up. By Sunday midnight, I will allow you pay 50,000 naira alone. So please post the link to the course in the chat. Post the link to the course in the chat. I'm also going to put it here. All right. So you can see at the top. So you can click buy now. Just either make the payment today and make sure you use the code. Otherwise, it's 100K. Make sure you use the code to pay 50K. All right. So, how will you feel when you have made your $400,000 in 5 years when you are financially free? What will you buy? Some of us have stopped dreaming because you've never seen how to actually make your dreams a reality. Who will you help? Or can you do like what I did this year and take 5 months vacation so that you can go and do something, help somebody out, whatever? Who will you help when you are financially free? Stop sleeping on a bicycle. If not this, then what? What plan do you have? I'm being serious. This is not a trading question now. This is a finance question. What other plan do you have? And if not now, then when? And if not with me, then who is going to show you and teach you and mentor you how to trade in 10 minutes a day and become financially free in the next 3 to 5 years? Stop passing over opportunities repeatedly. So go ahead and buy the course within the next 72 hours and pay 50K. After 72 hours, it goes back to 100K. I only want the fast action takers because those are the ones that prove that they are going to stay the course. All right, so that will be it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. If there are any questions concerning when you buy the Smart Money Masterclass, you will get the beginner's course for free. That's also true. So I have an entire beginner's course that is called Trading Fundamentals. Everything from timing sessions, candlesticks, a fundamental course so that when you are coming to the strategy course, you have your foundation proper. All right. So you'll get that course for free. Even if you've been trading, you can just go through it to brush up your knowledge. But if you are new to trading, you get that course for free. So you get all of this for that 50K. So who is joining us? Who's joining us? Is there anybody that wants to be the number one person? Maybe I can give the person some FBS freebies. I think I can give one person, maybe the first person. I have some FBS freebies that I think I will give the first person an FBS merchandise. All right. By the way, we are going to have a physical workshop in Ikeja, Lagos, 26th of October. So you will hear about it in the Discord. It's going to be a day workshop on this. All right. If you are already trading this before that day, all well and good. You will have a private session with me. But, put that on your calendar. 26th of October, you will come. It will be here in Ikeja at Ibis Hotel. But you will have to register, but it's free. It's free. So just mark that. All right. So thank you so much for your time. I think there are no more questions. Go ahead and make the transfers and get into the inner circle, and then we will see you at the bank. Have a great night and God bless.